someone to calm my mind. Feels like I'm falling, feels like I'm out of time, trapped in a prison, a fortress of solitude. And all my decisions, they led me so far from you. No one knows but me, the pain I put you through. No one knows but me, the reasons why I do the things I do to you. I tried so hard to tell the truth. I made you smile, I made you cry, but more than often told you I'm delusional, so delusional. I'm delusional, so delusional. I'm delusional, so delusional. I'm delusional, so delusional. Yeah. All day waiting for you, wondering if you took the phone. I've been alone all day thinking of you, hoping that you take a call. It's been a lonely night, wasting my time, praying to a memory. I've been alone all day thinking of you and me, You told me there would never be another, that you could never play pretend, and I would be your only lover, closer than your best of friends. And we can build a life together, and we can build a house of cards. But when the storm crashed in on us, you know I wasn't that surprised. Do you know the reasons that we tried? And do you know the reasons
I matter!
Shut up, Meg. You don't matter.
die? 'Cause I'm all for you. I'm in all for I've been alone all day waiting for you, wondering if you took the phone. I've been alone all day thinking of you, hoping that you take a call. It's been a lonely night, wasting my time, praying to a memory. I've been alone all day thinking of you and me, I'm delusional, so delusional. I'm delusional, so delusional. I'm delusional, so delusional. I'm delusional, so delusional. Yeah.
I am what I am, there's no changing that. I said what I say, there's no turning back. You do what you do, it don't matter now. I'm not hoping and praying to work it out. Work it out. getting closer and closer and closer to truth, moving farther and farther and farther from you. So what am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? Every second and minute and hour it takes to move on from the pain of repeating mistakes. I'm finally letting go. I'm okay. I let go. I let go. I let go of yesterday. Got me down on my knees, praying to my God for release. Try to heal my sad, troubled heart. Lend your ear on my head, hear the song I sing. Listen close to my words, they will set you free. Set me free.
Alright, here we are. Welcome everyone, and a very good afternoon on this, well, lovely afternoon. I can finally build up some hype. Oh, I was looking forward to this. So, I completely turned around my schedule. We're going to talk about the new AVA game. This is from the old AVA game. In the meantime, Silent Sage, thank you so much for the sound. Although I can't hear it. Oh yeah, I stopped my sound off.
Respect it!
That's how hyped that was. I even forgot to turn on my bloody headset. Wait, did I? I'm confused. No, it was on. What the hell? That's how confused I was, but it's almost empty, so I need to charge that. But yeah, I'll be playing a little bit of the old AVA, which I can call it now, and I will give you some information about the new AVA game, which, at least for now, the name can change, but most likely will not. The name of the new game is going to be AVA Dog Tack. Now, some general information. I'll quickly go over it. A few main points, and then you can ask some questions so we can say more about it. So what we can see from the webpage, well, I know more, but you know what, I'm just gonna mention it. Make sure to sign up for the beta testing via the link that I posted. If you need the link, type !AVA in the chat. You can get a link to sign up for the beta testing. It's going to be Steam based, so that was what we know. It's indeed going to be a new game, as Silent Sage says. It will be self-published by Redduck on Steam. So no other publishers coming in between for that. It will be directly published by Redduck. We've been talking to Redduck for almost 2 months now, actually. So right at when the closure was announced, we were informed of the new AVA game. So I had to keep my mouth shut for quite a while, and I'm finally able to tell you about it. So I'm very, very happy about it. What I will tell you is a new game. We'll have a fresh start with new accounts. There will be no pay to win anymore, so extra bullets, extra stats for guns, no, will not happen. It will be cosmetic only, so it will be following Black Squad in terms of that. When we look at the game itself, the original AVA from 2007 was coded on one of the first builds of Unreal Engine 3. This one will be built on one of the latest versions of Unreal Engine 3. So yes, Unreal Engine 3, not Unreal Engine 4, but honestly, that was probably the only thing or so that I could find slightly negative about the new game. So it will indeed be on Unreal Engine 3, but one of the latest builds, what I can confirm. Furthermore, I think we should talk about the anti-cheat, because that has been a very, very big problem for us all. I have good news. We will get proper anti-cheat, and I'm going to let you guess in the chat, but I'm pretty sure everyone will guess it in one hint. So take a guess. What do you think the anti-cheat is going to be? I think the first person in the chat will be dead on with it. So let's see. Yes, there we go, Skull Cloud. It indeed will be Battle-Eye. So that will be the new anti-cheat for the game. So we can be very, very happy about it. Now for the game itself, they are going back to its core. So what Red Duck realized is that after all the new updates came out, like 2012 and later on, it wasn't really beneficial for the game. So what they are looking to do is to go back to that core, 2010, 2011, and build on that. And what Red Duck really wants to do here, which is going to make a couple of people in the chat very happy, they want to make this an esports orientated game. So they are heavily going to look at esports, which, hint hint, is why the ESL section is still not closed. So I've been doing my work for that as well, but that's some very good news. But yeah, the details of course for that will be shared at a later stage. Yeah, what else? What else can we mention? We're going back to the core. Mechanics are more or less going to be the same. Mid, what is your favorite color? Well, it is blue indeed, thank you for answering this, but I'm watching a green shirt right now. We have the blue-ish AVA vest in the back, but yeah. The new UI, there will indeed be a new UI, and let me actually see if I can find that for you. Meanwhile, the website page just keeps on loading, which is slightly annoying. But there will indeed be a new UI, and I should be able to find how that's going to look like, because that was posted on Twitter before. The version is going to look... I should rephrase that. So we know that there was a meeting about a month and a half ago with Red Duck, which came with so many new updates that they deemed it AVA 2. Of course, some aspects of that are going to be included in our version, Steam version. Keep in mind, this is more or less a global version. There will be some regions that will be blocked for it. Obviously, the ones where Neowis is still publishing the old AVA. But other than that, everyone will be able to join. But let me just scout through, because AVA SciApp was so nice to post these. I will be able to show them on stream. But I will need to scroll down quite a bit and find those. So we're going to take a look and I can show you some pictures of that UI. Let's see, this is going to take a long time, because that meeting was like in May. In April, I'm not even sure. So let me scroll down and find that for you, so I can show you how the new UI is going to look like. Oh boy, I need to scroll a lot. In the meantime, if you have any more questions, what do you know about the graphics? Are they going to be similar? The graphics are indeed going to be similar, but they are going to be obviously upgraded quite a bit. So they're going to look a lot better. Just out front, feel free to ask any questions. I cannot promise you that I'll give a very detailed answer on anything, because this is just for general information. We cannot share everything, obviously, about the new game yet. So I'll give a more generalized answer, and sometimes I'll go in a bit more detail. For Skull Clouds, how long do we have to wait? That will be a question that I cannot answer, at least will not be allowed to answer. What I can tell you is that will be very soon. and obviously before the end of the year. Is it going to be a free game or yes, it's going to be a free game on Steam. Do you have any trailer? There is no trailer available as for now, but there should be a trailer becoming available very soon. So hopefully within a couple of weeks, but I cannot give an actual date for that. But there will be a trailer coming very soon. That's most likely going to be the next step. Let's see, we're now in late May. The pulse from Saya. I'm still looking for the UI. This was a Kava update. He pulsed a lot, I only realized that now. Will there be the old version like on Iggy? They are looking to go back to more or less how it was in Iggy when it comes to guns and no pay to win and similar mechanics. So that's that. For servers, it's going to be an entirely new game, so I'm not sure how it's going to be like with the servers. They should still be exploring that. So yeah, if the regions are going to be together, I honestly do not know. So I won't be able to answer that for now. Let's see, we're now the 19th of May. When was that goddamn meeting? I keep on scrolling. And you keep on seeing the AVA lobby, which is wonderful. I swear if there was an easier way to share it and show you, then it would be a lot easier. Why does the music randomly start? Oh, it's not meant to happen. Oh. That explains, I had my sound muted. Okay. Okay. So who's doing the new AVA? It's going to be Steam, self-published by Redux. And Ziz, do you mind restating your question so I can answer it? I didn't see it pop up. I've been scrolling a lot. But yes, Enchill, the AVA that we know, UAVA and CAVA as well, they got shut down. But we're getting, there's a new AVA coming out basically. It's going to be an entirely new game, fresh start, no pay to win, Steam-based, self-published by Redux. Any infos about the rig needs, since some people used to have old setups? About minimal requirements, we were not informed, so I'm not sure about that. I won't be able to answer that. Let's see. Oh, what I do know about that, it's a little bit of a detail, I guess, but well, I will make the detail I will inform you of the detail in a general way. They figured some stuff out. Yes, this sounds very vague. But that's going to mean that the game loads will be a lot quicker, making use of the computer's RAM. You know, this sounds too vague. They make use of RAM preloading so that the game load times will decrease. There you go. So indeed, Luca, we will have new accounts. It's a fresh game. There are no migrations simply because it's a new game. So it's different. But yeah, the game is heavily aimed at the competitive aspect. So that's what they're looking at. Do we have dates? No, I do not have dates. What I can tell you is that it will be obviously before the end of the year when we will all be able to play it. In the couple of weeks that are yet to come, we will hear more about when the beta testing will be, but for now that is still undisclosed. Okay, I think I am nearly there now. I can finally show you around how the new UI is going to look like, because that was already posted. And now my page won't load. Okay, let me try something else. Ah, now it does again. I need to keep on scrolling. No, that's something else. Not sure. I don't have any drop frames for now. And yeah, make sure to sign up for the beta testing via the link that's posted in the chat. You do really need to do that. Let's see. End of the year full game or end of the year beta? Both. That I can tell you. Is it going to be familiar to the old AVA? They are looking to make it similar to what it was back in 2010, 2011. So yes, it's going to be going back to old, but it's going to be new because it's going to look much newer. and with updated graphics, of course. And let me scroll down a bit more. We're now at early May when it comes to the info. I think Sai actually sent them to me in PM. Let's see. Oh, I hate the loading times. Let's see. Yeah, we do need to contact all of them, because that is going to be a key thing now. So make sure to spread the word about the new AVA game to everyone. And yeah, I'll make sure to upload this as well, so you'll have some general info that you are, well, obviously can share. So how much time left for the game to launch? It's going to be somewhere this year. I cannot give you an exact date, I'm afraid. I wish I could. Okay, so it was late April that meeting was, so I'm very close to it, but he didn't send me the pictures in PM. So let me scroll down a bit more. Because I'm very, very sure that's posted this on Twitter. So I can hopefully show you how the UI is sort of going to look like. But as I already mentioned, it's going to be similar to how PUBG looks like, actually. It looks quite similar. Come on, scroll. Let's see, I think we're nearly there. We're now at early May. I should have saved these pictures before I went live. Oh yeah, what's also important to note is that the 3 classes that AVA originally had, Pointman, Rifleman, and Sniperman, they will stay intact. So there's no changing on that. We will still have 3 classes. Yeah, I've been scrolling for about 10 minutes now. It's been a while. But I think I'm nearly there. I should be. Yeah, because of the competitive nature for the game, that's another new info I'm going to drop. It means that the focus will mainly be on 2 game modes, which will be Demolition and Annihilation. For the other game modes, I am not sure if they are making a return. I was not informed of that, but the main focus is going to be on those two modes. To be fair, I should have just gone to Zana's polls, because I'm pretty sure he posted them on the forums for AVA. Okay, this was about the meeting. So we're there now. But yeah, if you want to indeed play it, make sure to sign up for the beta testing via the link that was sent before. That is key. That's very important. Okay, here are the Q&As. So this was the day after you went there. We're nearly there. So Robust Cow, what is this? This is a stream to inform you of the new AVA that is coming out. About co-op, I won't be able to give you an answer. We did not really speak of that. Okay, here are the pictures. This is just info. There we go. We have the lobby picture. All right. Are you guys ready? How the UI is going to look like. Do I have one here? I need to switch over. Okay, so you're going to see my full screen then, but that is fine because I don't have anything fishy open anyways. So we'll go to the in-game view and we're going to the video one. So this is how the AVA UI is going to look like, more or less. So what they have here, interestingly to note, is 3 game modes. I never really took a close picture on this, but it says Demolition, Escort, and Team Deathmatch. So Team Deathmatch obviously being Annihilation. And what I was informed of that Team Deathmatch and Demolitions is going to be in there, but seeing Escort there, I assume, just keep in mind, I assume it's going to be in there, but I'm not sure about that. But this UI indeed looks a lot like PUBG. Yeah, currency-wise, there are only going to be a handful of currencies. Obviously, one aimed at in-game, one is premium. Make it bigger. Let's see if we can do that. I don't think we can. Of course we can. Is this large? Well, there you go. We can zoom in probably. There, that's as zoomed in as we can get. So this is nonetheless how it's going to look like. So, Enmu, this is going to be an entirely new game, so you won't have to worry about your old account, unfortunately. But this is what was shared in that meeting, so that's obviously something that I can show you guys. And Patadev, I have no information about co-op, so I really don't know about that. So yeah, with this view, another quick recap of what I just mentioned. There's going to be a new AVA. It's going to be called AVA Dog Tag, although the name can still change if it's needed. It's going to be an entirely new game. It will be self-published by Redduck on Steam. And we are looking at a game which is not pay to win, so the guns won't have extra stats. Game will be utilizing the Steam market, which I didn't mention before, but there you go. The anti-cheat that will be used is Battle Eye. It will be focused on annihilation and demolition indeed, and they are heavily aiming and focused towards the competitive aspects of the game because they want to make this a competitive game. Hence, the ESL section has not closed yet. And yeah, they're going back to its source as it was more or less in 2010, 2011 when it comes to mechanics, gun-wise I think as well. And yeah, for the rest we'll just have to see. This is the teaser website. I can show you that as well. This is the teaser website. New balance, optimization, quality, new UI, system. Yeah, it's UA3, latest build of Unreal Engine 3. There will be indeed optimizing being done as in terms of the quality, so better graphics. And it will be more balanced. They try to make most of the guns balanced in a way that you need to use most of them. Yes, thank you, Jens. So skins will indeed be utilized, but the skins won't be having anything, any extra stats. And Enchil, thank you for tuning in. You will definitely see me in the new AVA, because this is something I've been very hyped for. So we've spent about half an hour talking about the game for now. If you have any questions now, I'll try to answer them now. So post them in the chat right now if it hasn't been answered yet. And then I will go live to play some of the regular AVA. And of course, I'll make sure to upload this separately onto YouTube because this will hold some interesting information for people that want to share. I do have one for the old AVAs. There was a group code today with the, well, for the old AVA, obviously, with a permanent QBZ Canaria, a permanent SVDM Sci-Fi, a permanent Last Team Standing Smoke Grenade, a permanent M16A2 Prestige Burst. Ooh, I like that. That's old. A permanent Remington Nixie, a permanent Paniflov Golden Fist, a Hot Pumpkin Grenade for 30 days. That's all in there. So there. Yeah, I will do that. I'll make sure to play like 4, 5, 6 games up until I need to have dinner, I assume, which is in about 2 hours. So I have a lot of time. Alright, did we see everything that we want to see, or is there still anything you want to look at? I'll just show the UI one more time. They actually, if I just go up here a little bit, you can just see this. This is just Twitter. If I scroll up a little bit, what they posted here is another interesting picture, which it showed the texture differences in the other game. This is aimed at Kava though. But this is something similar that we can expect. So if you look at the textures here, right, so we can't really see this properly, I must say. I think this is the old one, and that's the new one. I think, wait, so this is the old AVA, and this is the new one. So in a way, how textures are going to be improved like, but I'm not sure how representative this is, because this is actual footage from Kava. So I'll just leave it at this. All right, let me scroll up a little bit and see if I missed any questions, because I'm pretty sure we did. Robust Cow asked, you said 2010 AVA mechanics. Are you talking about the old recoil patterns, like when you had to actually burst the M4A1? I'm not even sure what guns exactly are going to be in the game, but what has been mentioned by Reddick officials is that they're looking to bring AVA back to its core, to how it was like in 2010, 2011, and that we should see similar, if not the same mechanics, because obviously it's a different version of Unreal Engine 3. So that's what I can answer. What is with the ranks in the new AVA, like the normal ranks or a new ranking system? I honestly do not know about that. I was not informed about the ranking system, so I can't answer that. Let's see. What about ESL? I managed to keep the ESL section alive with ESL officials, so for me, if there is beta and people are, when there is beta and people are free to join, we could just hold some casual cups. So that's not going to be a problem. ESL section is still up. I'm still the leader of it, so you do not have to worry about that. I'm going to make sure it's competitive. Did I miss anything else? Developer is still Redduck, indeed, but they will be self-publishing at this time. So there won't be a company like IG, Area Games, or NMAS Entertainment in between. You can get a Google Doc up with all the info if you want this. Feel free to use all the information that I mentioned here in the stream. I will make a video of it, and I think if someone can paraphrase that on the forums, that would be great. Yeah, thanks, Silent. That would be absolutely amazing. Alright, so we have that. I will switch over to the game view again, but we're going to the lobby because now we're going to play some actual AVA. I'll just see here. Yes, because there's indeed a new game coming. And we're going to focus on this version of AVA for now. But obviously, if you still have questions, feel free to ask.